Hey everyone. So this is a test run for a project I've had in mind for a while. What I want to do with this is take an old video game magazine. In this pilot series, well, I'll get that in a second. In this pilot series, I'm going to take the very first issue of Nintendo Power. What we're going to do is we're going to read through the magazine. Not like read all of it, but we're going to flip through it. We're going to look at the articles and check out some of the sick tips and tricks they got in there, and we're just gonna kind of reminisce of about what it was like to read magazines back then, I suppose. Now that's for the video of the reading will be posted on a Sunday. If I'm not mistaken, it'll be the 13th. Wait a minute, will it be the 13th? Shit, hang on. uh, no, I have my dates screwed up. Um, I'm going to have to fix that. I think it'll be the 18th, actually. The 18th of February. Probably. Anyway, doesn't matter. The reading will be done on a Sunday, and that'll probably be the longest part of the week. Probably. It depends on how this goes. We'll see. The other 6 days of that week will be devoted to playing games that are mentioned in this issue. Now, it's pretty obvious that we'll be doing like the cover game. When we flip through it, we'll go ahead and move forward a little bit, and we'll go, oh, here's some baseball games. You know, maybe we'll play one of those since it seems to get a big bit of attention in this. Hey, we'll play Double Dragon. We can go to the classified information and find out some kind of interesting trick in there. And like, okay, we'll play a game associated with one of those, and we'll try playing with the trick. And there's one in particular I'll point out that I never knew existed actually. So we'll probably do that, but we'll do that when we get there. And it's just gonna be 6 days of playing games mentioned in the magazine that talked about trying to beat a high score in it, whatever. And that's pretty much it. It's just I'm calling it the book report for now. If anybody has a better idea of what to call this series, assuming it turns into a series, I'm all ears. If people end up liking this, every now and then I'll do another magazine and devote another week to it, and we'll do it again. If people end up not liking this, well, I won't do it again. It was just an idea I had. I thought might be fun. If you don't care about this at all, don't worry. Come back in a week, and you'll be back to your normally scheduled programming, I guess. I guess in this case it would be more. I guess I'll be posting. I guess the stuff that'll come starting the Sunday after this will be more SMZ3 rando, probably. I've yet to determine, but it'll probably be next. I have plenty of episodes of that to upload still. Anyway, with that in mind, we should start. But let's put on a little music, huh? A little background tune, or some background tunes. I just found a big playlist of NES chiptune music, and like actual Nintendo tunes, whatever. Figured I'd have it playing at a low volume in the background. I don't know if it's too quiet for you guys to hear. It seems fine on my headphones, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't overpowering me. So anyway, with that in mind, let's get started. This is the very first issue of Nintendo Power, and it's a weird one. You got like this is the only time they do this, as far as I know. They made clay figures of Wart and what's supposed to be Mario, and put down the cover instead of just using like animation on the front of it. It's really weird. I don't know why they went with this. If you're noticing wrinkles, this is because this is a scan of an old issue. I found it online. I've got plenty of other magazines to work with. Not just Nintendo Power. I've actually been looking at a few others like GamePro and stuff like that. Again, if this goes well, maybe I'll try a GamePro next, or maybe I'll do another Nintendo Power. Although there is one I really want to do because of the hilarity behind it. But we might get to that. So in this issue, we got Super Mario 2. This is back when Super Mario 2 was brand new to the States. In fact, I'm not even 100% sure it was actually out yet at this point. It might have been, I'm not sure. but if it wasn't out yet, it was very soon going to be. This is back when it was a bi-monthly magazine. From this is where we demonstrate the magnifier here. Whoa! From July and August of 1988. So every 2 months they came out with a new issue of this. It went for $3.50 at the time, which I don't know how much that is in today's dollars, but you know. So we're talking about Super Mario 2, 20 pages of Super Mario 2. Now, Zelda had been out at this point, but now it's talking about, hey, did you know there was a second quest? Here's how to get through it. It's about baseball and pro tips and blah, blah, blah. There's a poster inside that'll be weird to see in this program, but we'll try. Oh, for the record, I'm using a program called C Display X, which is meant to as a special viewer for scanned comics and magazines. What it does is it takes a bunch of different scans and puts them into one file, and then it reads it like that. Kind of like how a PDF works, but a different format. So we go inside, it's talking about... Back when they had hotlines, we're like, hey, you can get all the sickest tips and tricks here. And over here it's talking about... it's a premier issue. It's going to be bi-monthly. We've got full of stuff like... I guess this is where Packwatch came from. Fun fact, I guess. Oh, I'm hearing some Mega Man music now. Yeah, I've just got the music on repeat, so it's not going to be thematic to what we're looking at. I probably should have done that, but I didn't. You know, I'm noticing something different on that cover. Hang on. That cover is different to what we have. That's an actual, like, drawn cover. That looks like what Mario's supposed to look like, aside from, like, the blue hat. I don't know why it's done that. So, I just noticed that. Why'd they do that? Do that with the claymation on the front. That's so weird. Why'd they do that? I know Wart's looking a little small, but other than that... That's really weird. Anyway, so there's a lot in here. We got Mario 2, we got Second Quest of Zelda, 3 different baseball games. I'm not a big baseball guy, but, you know, we're going to look into it. Counselor's Corner, we can get tips from pros. Howard and Nestor, did anybody remember Howard and Nestor? It was like a little comic strip they had in every issue. They got a complete overworld map for Second Quest of Zelda. Classified information, which is like their tips section. Packwatch, which is like, hey, these are the games that are coming out. They got contests, polls. I have to remember to skip at a certain point because when they did their scan of this, of the issue they had, somebody actually filled in the polling card on there and never tore it out. So somebody's like name and address from 35 years ago is still on it. So I made a little mark to myself to remind me to skip over that, deposit briefly while I skip it, so that nobody has a chance to like freeze frame it. Even though I can't see anybody doing anything with it, but just in case, you know, people are weird. So for next issue, but the ordering is kind of weird because they're talking about page 105 over here, but then over here it's like 62. We got Double Dragon, we got Gauntlet, Contra, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy. They got little blurbs about recent releases. Then they got stuff like Mailbox, NES, Achievers, and they have a which section is it? Is it Video Spotlight? I can't remember which, but it talks about like, hey, what's going on in Hollywood that might be of interest to you, fellow youngsters or whatever. And at the end, we ended up with a top 30. But anyway, let's get started. So Super Mario Bros. 2. Big fucking deal back then. After the wild success of Mario 1, Super Mario Bros. 1, I should say, they wanted to bring over, they wanted a new, Nintendo of America was dying for another Mario game. So Japan was like, cool, we have Mario 2 already. They showed it to them and they were like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking hard. It's what we know today as Lost Levels, but in Japan it was Super Mario Bros. 2. It was on the Famicom Disk System. Now, at this point in America, we didn't know this thing existed unless you were like a really, really, really hardcore importer or whatever. So, Nintendo of America sees this game called Yume Kojo, Doki Doki Panic. Is it Yume Kojo? Yeah, I think it's Yume Kojo. And they're like, hey, take this game and replace it with like Mario stuff. And Nintendo of Japan was like, okay, cool. I guess we can do that. Or I guess we can let you do that. And that's how we got Mario Bros. 2. Everybody knows it's Doki Doki Panic, but that's why they did that, I guess. Because Super Mario 2 would have been too hard. And to be fair, it's pretty damn hard. So according to this, it all started late one night when our hero Mario had a very strange dream. In his dream, he climbed up a long winding stairway leading up to a door. When he opened the door, he saw a world unlike any other thing he had seen before. As he peered into this wondrous world, he suddenly heard someone saying in a faint and distant voice, "Welcome to the world of dreams, the land of Subcon. We have been waiting for you, Mario. We want you and your friends to fight against the evil ruler Wart and bring peace back to the world of dreams." So Yume Kojo was Yume Kojo was like a big event in Japan, kind of like a World's Fair, where they talked to, where they showed off like all the newest tech and stuff like that, in video games, just all kinds of stuff. And like they built, they created mascot characters off of that. But this is a whole other story that's going off track. We're here to talk about this magazine, but it's a very interesting. I suggest you check into it. Now, this game is known for having 4 characters you can control. Can I? No, that's for that shit. So Mario is your basic bitch. Yeah, he's pretty average all around, and he gets slowed down when he carries stuff. You shouldn't be playing Mario really. Now Luigi, he can spring up higher, but greatly weakens if he has to carry something. So he's got the one that has the wobbly legs when he jumps. He jumps super high, kind of slippery. Now Toad sucks until you start carrying something. Then Toad's awesome. For whatever reason, he doesn't just not get hindered. I believe he actually speeds up. Could be wrong. The Princess. Princess also sucks, but her gimmick is she can float in the air. According to this, she can hold it for about a second and a half, and it's a great way of clearing very long jumps, or like hovering your way over like other hazards and whatnot. Here's where we learn how to play. Learn how to jump 3 different ways. You got jump on the spot, you got running jump, and you got the power squat jump. This is the deal where you squat down for a bit until you start flashing, and then you jump, and then you do like a super jump out of it. Yeah, master the basics. Everybody knows this. Easy combination. Anybody? Wait, what? Okay, jump is A, right? Oh, yeah, okay, I see what they're saying, yeah. And you hold B to jump. It's a typical Mario thing. I was like, you can't jump 2 ways, and what are you talking about? Talking about picking up items, defeat your enemies by using the power. You can use a power block. Everybody knows that one. When it explodes, it just murders everybody. Lifting the dudes up and throwing them. There's not too many of these, but you can find turtle shells in here and just kind of just go bowling with them. And picking up the vegetables and just chucking them. The image quality isn't great on this. I apologize, but I mean that's just the scan. Now there's tons of items in this game. You got sprouts, you got stopwatches, vegetables, mushroom blocks, mushrooms. Mushrooms will actually wait a minute. What are mushrooms doing this? Is the mushroom a full heal? You don't shrink in this, do you? You know what? I honestly forget. Do you not shrink in this? I don't remember. But anyway, it only appears in Subcon. How do you get to Subcon? You toss these potions. You toss it, a door will appear. You go in and you can collect whatever goodies you can find. Now the mushrooms are in set spots, so you have to kind of know in advance where they are, or just get lucky. Coins, but they look like rupees. And you can turn these coins into a wait, no, I start over here. I guess we'll get to it in a further page, but use it to play a slot machine. At the power box, we already talked about those. You can have up to... Wait a minute, is mushroom... Wait a minute. Okay, I think the mushroom increases your max health, if I remember. 'Cause it doesn't... It's funny, it doesn't actually say what it does on here. I think. Anyway, bombs, you can figure out what bombs do. Hearts heal your health. You start off with 2 life, and I'm pretty sure that the mushrooms, now that I think about it, will increase your max life by 1. Not your 1-ups. I'm talking about your hit points, I guess. And the hearts will heal that. Potions we talked about. Cherries. You collect 5 cherries, a star man will appear. It'll start floating up from the bottom of the screen. You collect it, you're invincible. You know what that. Shells, we talked about those. 1-ups. Duh. Keys, you need this to open various doors. Rocket only appears, like... I'm sure it's a couple times, but I can only think of one right now. That's in World 4-1? I think? Maybe? I need a cough drop. This is kind of rougher than I thought. Then we got tons of different enemies here. We got Shy Guys, Auto Bombs, Birdo, Sniffit, Pidgeot, Bezo, Hoopster, Dingy, Panther, Fanto, Mauser, Chowder. Chowder? Really? Flurry, Pokey, Triclide, Tweeter, Cobrat, Spark, Frygay, Ostro, Albatross, Clawgrip, Babam, Where's Porcupo? And fun fact, apparently Birdo is a dude. Apparently. Oh, we got more. Look. Look at this guy, like, no! He is the most mischievous of all the rascals in the world of dreams. He created monsters by playing with the Dream Machine. Oh. And we just got some art here. Give you a second to look at that. Not really much to say. Does anything really stick out? I mean, that is a lot of eggs to shoot out at once. Holy shit. Toad's just gonna throw Mauser, I guess. Really I'm not sure that bombs are the best way to, like, act as your meter markers. Especially lit ones. Oh, look! A rocket aimed at a non-military event where, you know, I'm guessing the Russians are attacking or something. Fuck you. And Pete's looking a little different here, I guess. God, Luigi looks so weird here. Look at this. He's got a little fro going on. By the way, I couldn't help but notice, like, in some of the art, Mario has a blue hat. Instead of it, he has the traditional red hat. Why? I don't know. His gloves are yellow here, but the gloves are white over here. Like, in game, like, his hat is red. Like, oh, we can't see it here. Yeah, see? In game, it's red. I don't know what their issue is. In this, it's red. I'm not sure why they do that. So we won't go over all these, but over the next... how many levels is it that's showing? Okay. Yeah, it's showing the first 2 worlds, and I guess by that extension, the first 6 stages. But there's 7 worlds in all. It shows you where all the pickups are, like hey, here's your potion. Secret hint 1. Oh, it's showing it down here. So, okay, so we see a secret hint like, hey, you should pay attention to the thing down here. Alright? The hint says, watch out for the limiting Shy Guys before you enter the subspace. You can get the first mushroom here. Excellent. So that's where you get your first mushroom. Now, if you don't think to use the potion there, now the chances are you will use it there, especially if you're a first timer. Because like, what does this do if I throw it? Although then again, people might hold on to it and go, What if I use this and I'm supposed to throw it at a bad guy or something like that? They might wait till they come over right about here, I guess. And they'll miss the mushroom entirely. Talking about improving your jumping because you got to come to the little log ride over here. That's where that goes. And the waterfall isn't on the map here, but it is. There's a door over here. A couple doors, actually. And that's when you go inside here. And this is how you reach the back door to... well, I should point out first, I guess. This is where you come in. You come falling out of a door. Falling. You can beat up some Shy Guys along the way if you want. And how do you... You know, it's funny. I've used this so many times to get to the back door that leads to Birdo. I don't know how to get there the normal way. Let's see, these doors will take you, or these two doors right here, will take you to here and here. So you're here too. There's a lot of grass and subspace, so you can collect a lot of coins. You may, of course, find mushrooms. Yeah. Okay, there's actually a vine over here that leads up here, and then you climb up here. I cannot remember the last time I've gone this way. It's so in depth it tells you what every single vegetable is that you pluck. I like how there's just bombs in the ground. How you destroy the little boss? The first little boss is... Why do they call it a little boss? I guess it's because it's not the world boss, it's just the stage boss. First little boss is Birdo. He sometimes, but not always, spits eggs to attack you. Oh, it actually acknowledges that it's a dude in this. Huh. See, I always thought Birdo was a girl just because you know, they were pink and they had a bow. But not the case apparently. Why is a male producing eggs? Hermaphrodite? Whatever. When you have a chance, hop on top of the flying egg, because Birdo shoots out eggs, right? And they just go flying across the screen. Now, in order to hurt Birdo, you're supposed to jump on these eggs that he shoots out, pick them up like you would a vegetable, and then chuck them right back at him. The flying egg are quickly pressing B. Aim and throw the eggs back at Birdo. If you hit him 3 times, he'll go down. And there's his death animation. Okay, we're kind of taking a bit, so I'll just kind of skim through the rest of these. Here we got like a carpet ride. You start the level and you gotta beat up this pigeon thing. Is it pigeon? Whatever. You beat him up, throw him off, and then you can take his carpet. And then you can ride the carpet all the way across here and get to these vases, which have secret rooms in them. Well, secret. You treat them the way that you would treat a pipe in Mario 1. And it leads to these little sorts of areas. In one of them you can find a 1-up, and one of them you can find the key that you need. There's this jerk named Phanto that will chase you as soon as you take the key. If you take the key, Phanto will come after you in hot pursuit. He will even chase after you get out of the jar. What a nasty bad guy. Don't worry, if you put the key down on the ground, Phanto goes away. Don't press your luck in a tight situation. If need be, drop the key for a moment. I do believe he comes back once you pick it up again, but I'm not 100% sure. So the little boss again is, I guess what we would now call mid-bosses. But they beat up Birdo again. Yeah. So now there's a lot of jumping in this. There's a lot of ways you can die in this one. They just plummet to your death. But we got a secret hint here, though. What's this? You can't get this mushroom unless you move close to the right end of the bridge and enter subspace. So, easy enough. Where's the boss? Crystal ball will open the gate. If you move close to the right end of the blocks, it allows you to open the gate. Wait a minute. Wait, what's he doing? Oh. He took a bomb to the nuts. That's unfortunate. So I want to say, is this where you can do your first warp? Yeah, I want to say that they don't cover it here because I guess the game is so new. But the potion you find here, right? You're supposed to take it over here to this far end, use it there, enter subspace, and there should be a special door you can take, or actually I think it's you go down the vase in subspace, and then it acts as a warp to World 4, I think. Yeah. There's more general tips here and there. It takes 3 bombs to put Mauser in his place. Maneuver to where you can leave the bombs on his right. So you come in and fight Mauser. He's going to just chuck bombs at you. You pick them up before they blow up, throw them back at him, and then, 3 hits, he's done. So now we go to the desert. Something about level 2 and deserts when it comes to at least a couple Mario games, because Mario 3, as we'll see somewhere down the road, probably, is a desert level. There's no angry sun in this one, though, so hooray. I like this art here. See, there's the bow. It even looks like he has painted nails, almost. Don't get me wrong. Women don't have to have those sort of things. And if a dude wants to have those, that's fine. It's just, especially back then, that's what we would associate with feminine, a pink bow and painted nails. So sand is interesting in this game. You dig through it and it acts as layers. When you dig down one block, you can walk along the entire top of the next layer or whatever. It's only solid if you stand on top of it. You can walk through it all you want, walk left and right through it. You can see here, Mario's just kind of walking through it. Now, enemies can do the same thing, so you gotta watch out, but this allows you to control exactly where you're going when you dig. If you see this pattern over here, and yes, you can be small. Okay, so you have to be, I guess you have to have 2 life to be not small. Now, there's a good chance to get a Starman here, so that makes getting through this section much, much, much easier, because there's, as I recall, and according to this map, there is a decent number of enemies you have to contend with, and that can be really annoying when they can follow the same paths that you can. And the worst part is you're the one doing all the work. They can't dig. You can sink in quicksand in this. Down the quicksand, you'll start to sink and lose jumping power. Practicing the egg trick. If your tongue is off, you're too late in lifting an egg. You'll fall straight to the canyon. Because you don't have a whole lot of room to work with this one. It looks like it. Well, not as much room as you're used to. Because, in the previous areas, if we go back and look. No, you could fall off on that too, so I'm not sure what the... Oh yeah, if you fell on here, it'd be like, whatever, you got plenty of room to catch yourself. But here, not as much room. You can't fall off either side, so... Why does Mario have a gun? Oh, this song bugs me. What is it? Oh, it's Balloon Fight! Of course it's Balloon Fight! How could I not know that one? Good grief. Yeah, I'm taking way too long to do this. I thought it was going to be a little more wham and bam, but not so much. So yeah, more of the same. A quick little view of the map here. So I should point out that I never owned this issue, at least not when it first came out. I did manage to get a garage sale a couple years after the fact. I don't remember if this was actually the first issue of Nintendo Power I ever read. I don't think it was. I wish I still had this, because I want to say it goes for a good bit these days. It's a bit of a bummer. Look at this, you got a... Is that bell pepper? What is that? Pumpkin? I don't know. Whoa. What the fuck? I was barely touching the wheel and it was moving. Do a power squat jump while carrying a bomb in order to get the second mushroom. You need to be brave, but you can do it. Really? Oh, okay. While you're holding the bomb. Yeah. I was gonna say, really? What's so brave about that? Because there's a little wall here you can destroy. If you do that, you can get to a mushroom. Nice. What? Oh no! You can't expect to encounter a little boss in this area? It's not a little boss. Wait, are they just calling like any boss that's not a little boss? Huh. I thought maybe they were just talking about like the ones that weren't in the third stage of a world. Yeah, Triglide, little Hydra guy, shoots out fireballs. Honestly, not that difficult. None of the bosses in this are. Look at the map, or the inside map anyway. I haven't played Mario 2 in so long. Like, I've always liked Mario 2, but there's been so many years where I didn't appreciate it as much as I should. Because it's like, oh, why would I play Mario 2 when I could play Mario 3? Or even the original Mario Bros. Because they're more traditional. They're more in the style of what a Mario Bros. Game should be. But you know what? Mario 2 is pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, it's a reskin of another game, but even if you just want to say, fine, Doki Doki Panic is awesome. Yeah, it kind of is, actually. Okay, so Zelda, the second quest. How do you do... Well, okay, first we talk about... the second quest of Zelda was... If you beat the game and reload it, it'll start what's called the second quest. The world map is the same, but different things lead to different places instead. Like the dungeons aren't in the same places. Like the doorways are in the same spots, but old dungeons might be shops now or something like that, and old shops might be dungeon entrances now. It's not randomized. It's not like that. It's just like they've just switched a bunch of locations. But I guess we can read about that here. And there's another way to access it. If you successfully fought your way through the game, but accidentally erase your name, enter Zelda when you register. It will start your second adventure right away. Now, they're suggesting it only if you've beaten the game the first time, but you can get it if you somehow got your hands on a brand new copy of Zelda, or you're playing a fresh ROM or whatever. Like, all you have to do is just put Zelda in from the get-go, and you can start the second quest if you don't want to mess with the first quest. But what's different? The structure of the second quest is almost the same as the first quest, except for 3 geographical features. But you still have to think over your strategy, because things like hidden caves in the second quest are located in different places. If you want the location of things in detail, check the attached map. This is so weird. I wish I could make this a little bit bigger, but... Were you brave enough to beat all of Ganon's henchmen in the first quest? Were you crafty enough to find your way through the many hazards in Ganon's lair? And then were you mighty enough to take on Ganon, the ultimate bad guy, and win? If your answer is yes, get ready for another super challenge. The second quest is The Legend of Zelda. The Land of Hyrule still isn't safe. You beat Ganon once, but you must do it again. Can you be victorious the second time around? Sharpen your sword and your wits. Fun fact, I have never beaten the second quest. I beat the original Zelda when I was 6, without the map. In America, the game came with a map. It was supposed to come with a map. Mine didn't. It's possible that it did, and my dad just hid it from me for whatever reason. Maybe to keep me busy longer so I wouldn't ask for more games. Not a bad strategy. But either way, I didn't have the map. But I did figure out that you need to bomb things. You need to burn things. Alright? I'll just bomb and burn anything that looks suspicious. Not everything in the world, but anything that looks like even mildly suspicious. And it took a while. I want to say it took me a couple months, but I beat Zelda without a map. At 6 years old. It's the first game I ever beat that has a proper ending. I'm not talking about arcade style games that like continuously loop. Because if that's the case, it would have been Donkey Kong, I guess. Was probably the first I'd beat. But the first game with an actual end is Zelda that I beat at 6. And then I found out about the second quest. I played my old file, found out that I can keep going, and things were... The actual layout of dungeons was different, and the locations of dungeons, or at least some of them, were different. Like, Dungeon 1 is still in the same spot, if I remember correctly. I got through, like, 3 dungeons, and I could not find the next one. Was it 2 or 3? I can't remember. But either way, I got stuck, and I was distracted by other games, finally, so... Someday, I'm going to go through this. I'm not going to use a map. I'm just going to figure it out. But we will look at this for a little bit. Boy, this is taking forever. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So here we have maps for the various dungeons. Does it have all of them? It does have all of them. Okay. So I can't remember how it looked in the original exactly. Oh, did we have Blaster Master? We have Blaster Master music. Nice. Was it like a cross? Level 1, I mean. But now it's in the shape of like an E, basically. Oh, that's funny. I thought I remember them throwing them in the first quest also, but here's one big difference. Stalfos, the skeleton fellows, in the first quest, they wouldn't throw their swords. But in the second quest, they shoot out what I would call laser swords. And so that gives us some long-range capability. They are way worse to deal with. Now, it doesn't look like Aquamentus is any different. It's basically the dragon-like creature. Wait, is that another... Oh, wait. Oh, that's what it's called. Gleeok. Okay. So Gleeok is like the multi-headed dragon that you have to fight, like, vertically or whatever. I don't think the bosses are really any different in this quest. I'm not sure. But yeah, you get the whistle in the second dungeon. Like, that's super early. What'd you get in this one? Oh, the wooden boomerang. Oh no, that's for building the Koreas. Is there no treasure room in this one? Huh. Okay. So this is a fairly simple format too, but look at level 3. Level 3 is pretty damn short. You got 9 rooms, and then you got 2 more here. And the interesting thing about this one, and I do remember this one, you don't find a boss. You just find a room full of Goriyas. Wait, is it Goriyas? Wait. Yeah, it's Goriyas. I always call them Moblins. What are the Moblins then? But anyway, you beat up like 6... Wait, are there 7? Are there 7 Goriyas? Holy shit. Yeah, beat up 7 Goriyas, and that's considered your boss, and then you go get the Triforce. In fact, the Dongos are a mid-boss in this dungeon. Do you have to kill them? There's a key. I imagine they have to... Interesting. So wait, where's the key in this one? Yeah, this is one I found. You drain the lake. It normally led to, well, I guess according to this it was level 7. But now it leads to, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, I see what it's saying. Okay, so you would go up these stairs in the first quest, and it would take you to the second dungeon. But this is actually one of the few parts of the map that's actually changed. It's changed from a dungeon entrance to a lake. Where you blow the whistle here, and it shows a staircase which leads to the new third dungeon. You get the magical boomerang in here. Okay, so this one's... See, I've never seen this one. I don't want to look at too much about it, but holy shit. Dungeon 4 is huge. You get the raft in here. Oh, Dig Dogger. Okay, I was confusing with Dodongo for a second. You get the Bible this early? What the hell is the Bible going to do if you don't have the wand? That's weird. I mean, whenever I play First Quest, I always go get the Bible early just because. Because I mean, as soon as you get a blue candle, you can go to Dungeon 8 in the First Quest, and if you can actually fight your way through a couple rooms of Iron Knuckles, you can go get the magic book. I call it the Bible, but it's useless until you get the magic wand in Dungeon 6. See, what the magic book does is it makes it so that your fire wand, when it hits something, will also start a fire, so it can act as a candle as well. Okay, again, I don't want to look at too much of this, but since you're all here... So this is supposed to be like a 2, a Z, or it could be a snake. How many rooms we got? 7, 9, 11, 12, 18. And this one is what? 24. So 30 rooms. Good grief. Get bow and arrow. If you're one of those that play the first quest, you must know that the bow and arrows are very effective for defeating the boss enemy, Goma. But did you know they are also very effective against Pole's voice and likes? Give them a try. Oh, okay. I was just telling you how to heal up. And red bubbles are annoying. They hit you. I don't think they actually damage you. But they can make it so that you can't swing your sword, which is pretty annoying. Unless you touch a blue ball, then you'll get it restored. And I believe you stay paralyzed until you do one of these three. Fairy, Water of Life, or the blue bubble. Annoying. And you can get the magical sword before you come into Dungeon 6. That seems kind of early, but I guess so. Do you get a blue candle in here? Wait, really? Oh, you get the ladder over here. Do you get both? Wait a minute. No, wait. The blue candle's the bad one. That's the one you buy, isn't it? Or do you have to find it in this too? I don't know. But yeah, the ladder is used for crossing over like single square wide bits of water or lava or whatever. 7 and 8 only get a single page. They're not showing you where they are on the map though, so good. But well, gee whiz, I probably found that one. Okay, boy, that is a wide ass room, isn't it? That's the palette that Dungeon 8 normally uses, if I remember correctly. There. The red candle is the one that you can toss out flames like as much as you want. Blue candle you can only do it once per room, so that sucks. So why are they blocking out the map there, but then they show you where to get it anyway? Weird. So level 6 is in the graveyard, it looks like. Looking up up here. I just realized I didn't look... I want to say I found this one too. Maybe I got further than I thought. But people that see this formation of rocks know what I'm talking about. You keep going up and up and up until you reach what I believe is the level 5 dungeon entrance. But if you go up there on the second quest, is that a shop? I can't remember what it is, but it's not a dungeon entrance. Instead, you have to move one of the rocks, and it reveals a secret entrance, and that's how you get to the 4th dungeon. I don't know. Oh, the place where you take the raft to get to Dungeon 4, that's where Dungeon 5 is now, blah, blah, blah. This is just to the left of where you go up the stairs, the ladder, whatever it is, to get the letter, I think. You got the magic key in there. Wait, the magic key and the magic wand are in there? Why do you get the book so early if the wand you get so late? It doesn't make any sense. It should be the other way around. That's weird. I wonder if you can do them out of order. Because all you need is the ladder, but you can't get the ladder to level 6. I guess theoretically you could be level 6 and then go straight to 8, skipping 7. But even then, like, okay, where do we start? Okay, beat up everything, looks like. If you got a key, you can go over here. Maybe you can get it early. And then level 9, this is the, if I'm not mistaken, this is the, uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why did it zoom out all the way? That's weird, and I can't magnify it. What a weird format for this to do. I don't remember doing this when it was when I was doing the preview, but whatever. Okay, you still find the red ring in the last dungeon. Fun fact: when I beat first quest, I never found the red ring. Is it only in second quest? I think that was the impression I was under for the longest time. But anyway, and now here's what they're talking about: Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. A very controversial game, to say the least. I'm not terribly keen on it, but I get why people like it. It's a side-scroller action RPG. It's pretty fucking hard, but it does have RPG elements to it, so you know. I'm not gonna linger on this, but this is this quest for the original Zelda? Yes, this is a map for the original Zelda. Yeah. Oh no, it shows the entire map. Okay, I see. It says Q1 and Q2. Boy, that's really hard to read. You see where it's supposed to say Labyrinth 5 Q2? Yeah. Yeah, I was right. The top left corner of the map. A little more obscure than this, I'd say. White sword, letter 1, yeah. And then here's a big map for the second quest. I ain't really get into this. We've already talked about it. Buyer's Guide. Oh, okay, that's where you can find all the shop items and whatnot. But yeah, that's Zelda. Oh, god damn it. Oh no, this is where it's gonna... This is the poster. Oh god, why Why you do this? Why? Why you fuck up the zoom? Oh boy. Hang on. Okay, like an hour later, and I'm back. I decided to get some food and yeah, and rest my throat a little bit. And it's a workout. It may not seem like it, but until you've spent a lot of time just talking, even for just an hour, it can really wear you out. You'd think I'd be used to this, but maybe I'm just terrible. So anyway, baseball. I don't know how excited people are about, baseball, but I guess we'll talk about it for a little bit. So here they're talking about bases loaded RBI baseball and, I think it's just called Major League Baseball. Like the logo is official licensee of Major League Baseball, but I think the game itself was just Major League Baseball. I don't really have strong feelings on any of these, honestly. They're just kind of there. Like, if I had to play one, probably RBI. Probably. I don't know. Again, I'm not really super strong at any of these. A little blurb about each. This isn't take me out to the ball game. You're actually out there playing Major League Ball, and a million sports fans are counting you to bring home the glory. You'll hear the roar of the crowd when the bases are loaded, and you hit the big one that brings home the pennant. Play ball. For MLB, 12 top teams are lined up against one another for the championship. It's the bottom of the ninth in the final game of the World Series. You're at bat. Your team needs one homer. Just one. You're up against the ace pitcher. Here comes the windup. And RBI. These are the actual lineups used in the major leagues. Pick your gameplay. You can choose the coach or join in the starting lineup. RBI lets you play ball in one of three ways. Play against the computer in a sizzling 9-game season. Sizzling 9-game season? Alright. Take on a friend for 9 innings or a best of 7 series. Or call the shots as coach. You know, I've never played as the coach before. Maybe I should try that sometime. Oh, goddamn it. 1 second. Okay, that one wasn't very long. I don't know if you could hear it, but I was feeling very nasally. So, at least 2 of these games use actual MLB rosters. I don't know if... Does Bases Loaded do that too? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Maybe. Oh, back when there was only 26 Major League teams. Yeah. Substitute players, bases low. You thought your starting pitcher could go distance, but you got wham. You can call relief pitchers. Is this the only one where... Is bases low the only one where we can call a relief pitcher? I don't know, actually. Well, RBI makes it look like you can swap in and out too. I'm not sure. It's funny, RBI and MLB just look so similar in style, I suppose. But then again, if you really think about it, there's so many baseball games that do look the same. Like on a... Hey, Bubble Bobble. I mean, how many different views can you do for baseball? Like, seriously. There's not too many. Oh, there he is. Jesus Christ. I think my, the signal on my keyboard is going out or something. So, step, bunt, swing, Not a whole lot of variety. Inside, outside pitch. I don't even know if they have stuff like curveballs and shit like that. Yeah, nothing special here. I'm trying to find like the big differences between these. Stuff on the scoreboard is kind of cool. Look at the picture; he's so butthurt. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. RBI was done by uh, Tengen, or at least published by them. Tengen being a notorious unauthorized publisher of Nintendo games. That's how we got games like Vindicators, Gauntlet, I guess RBI in this case. There was a Tengen version of Tetris, which I want to say was the Tengen version of Tetris the version that Japan got. I mean, it wasn't Tengen over there, but I can't remember. Yeah, the little newspaper things at the end are kind of cool at RBI. I always thought it was kind of neat. Again, not a huge fan of the baseball games, but RBI is okay. I forget what RBI was in Japan. Was it Pro Yaku? There's like a million of those games over there. And in all three games, you can bean the batter. Yeah. Oh god, can I really say much more about this? Like, what I noticed when I was like reading through this earlier, just to kind of read through it, I was trying my best to try to find like big differences between the games, and I couldn't really come up with much, honestly. I don't even know if it's worth pointing it out here. I'm pretty sure I've played all three of these games before. I know I've played RBI, and I want to say I played the other two. If I remember, RBI was the best, and it's just really that was just a feeling sort of thing. I couldn't even tell you if it's like how objective that actually is. Well, not that liking any game is objective. I put that poorly, but whatever. Anyway, no more dwelling on baseball. Now we get the counter score. This is the more interesting stuff. Oh, God damn it, just a second. Oh boy, I'm getting phlegmy. Anyway. So it turns out there's a stage select in Ghosts and Goblins. I didn't know this, actually. I shouldn't be surprised, but in Ghosts and Goblins, is there a stage select? Also, how do I beat the Red Devil? Even though the Red Aramer is at the very beginning of the game. Let's start with the stage select question. Press the control pad right and push the B button 3 times. Then press up and release. Next, push B 3 times. Push left, release it, and then B 3 times again. Push down, release, and B 3 more times. Then push start. Select the A button or B button at this time, and press start once again. Now you're on the right track. How do you beat the Red Devil? When you find a Red Devil at the right side of the screen, throw a spear at him and quickly run back to the left. If he does not fall after you, then your strategy will be a big success. The more you move to the right, the Red Devil won't appear. It takes a high level of skill to fight him without using a few inside tricks. Really? Like, Ghosts and Goblins is hard, but Red Aramer is not that hard to deal with, and I'm shit at Ghosts and Goblins. Oh god, Ring King. This game is notorious for one thing only, and that's the between the rounds scene. You know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you should go look it up. It looks suggestive. Why does the little thing bounce across the Ring King? Oh, it's a PowerPoint scene. Grab that. And look, a map of Brinstar. Isn't that helpful? It's actually a map of not just wait a minute. Is it more than that? This is a full map, isn't it? Fun fact, I've never beaten the original Metroid. I have a hard time finding the power-up items. I usually get wiped out before I find them. Can you help? Of course, it depends on where you are in the game. Let's look at Norfair, which we get a lot of questions about. A look at the map below will show you clearly how to find the object you want in this area. Can you find your way to the place where the energy tank and missile are located by yourself? At a glance, you'll think it's impossible to get through, but there is a way. Okay, so this is Norfair. Wait a minute. Oh, I see what they're doing here. Like, I was kind of confused. Okay, Brinstar's up here, Norfair's down here. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Look, you got wave beam, screw attack. This is this all hits a little more closer to home since well, I've completed it at this point, but at this point you're still watching the SMC3 rando. High jump, ice beam. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, it looks like the same icon. Is there two ice beams? No, but they look like different color. The thing is, that could be just the pictures they took. Huh. Oh god, I forgot. In Metroid, your shot doesn't even go all the way across the screen. In fact, it's pretty short range. You get the long beam so that your shot can actually go across the entire screen. It's... yeah. Ah, the infamous trick... I've never actually tried pulling this off. The infamous trick in Super Mario Brothers where you jump on a turtle in just the right spot against these blocks so that you keep... as long as you don't touch it, you'll keep bouncing and getting one-ups. Infamous trick. I've never tried doing it. Maybe that's one of the things we can try. I don't know. 1 second. Jeez, oh Pete, this flame is going to be the death of me. Not really, but yeah. Let's see, Kid Icarus, what's it? Hydra? Not Hydra, but Hydra? That's what it's called? Alright, I beat Hydra. What's the Pegasus flute used for in Rygar? I don't know, because I've never beaten the game. Let's find out. When you reach the top of the highest tower in Rolsa Valley, you will see Lygar's castle. When you play Pegasus flute, you must be on the subscreen to play the flute. The entrance to the castle will appear. Neat. Castlevania, no matter how many times I try, I can't seem to beat the 5 boss characters. This is... okay, this one was not asked about. Bullshit. If you can't beat the 5 boss characters, how would you know there's 5 boss characters in the first place? Like, which one's first? Well, it's not Dracula. It's not Death. But anyway, how would you know what the other boss characters are if you can't beat the first one you come across, no matter how many times you try? Tisk tisk. Ikari Warriors. Nobody wants to hear about Ikari Warriors. Let's be real. Hell, please tell me how I can get my NES back from my father. He's glued to the set. Look at this jerk. What's he playing? Defender? I don't know. Frank. The dagger of Firebomb. Firebomb? They're not even calling it holy water. Come on. Bring your dagger. Make sure that he doesn't come back to haunt you. Bring to the head with cool jets. Yeah. I never really used the watch. It's just too expensive. Ada? Really? Really, guys? Come on. How do you beat the mummies? Be sure to take them out one at a time. Like, what's the hint? Just focus on one? Like, were kids really that stupid? It's not very helpful. Oh, goddamn. Now, here we go. I've had several bouts with Tyson. However, I've never beaten him. Please help. I want to beat the dream... win the dream bout. You can help yourself out a great deal by knocking out Tyson's ability to use his dynamite punch. Just don't let him land one in the first minute and half of the round. Then start landing as many strategic counter blows as you can to wear him down and gradually earn points toward your victory. The decision is yours once you hit 5,000 points. So they're opting for winning via decision. Interesting. Let's go to Tyson with the above strategy. Don't try to be too aggressive with Iron Mike. Now you can beat him. You don't have to beat him via decision, but you know, they're trying to help out dumb kids like me. Joke's on them. I never made it to Tyson. When Tyson winks, he is about to throw a straight punch. It is not his strongest one, but you may lose the game by a TKO if you underestimate him. During the bout, Tyson may blink both eyes. This means that a flurry of straight punches are coming up. Be on guard. And yeah, you can send in questions to ask for Counselor's Corner. It's time to read Howard and Nestor. Hello, I'm Howard Phillips, president of the Nintendo Fan Club, and this is my good friend Nestor. I should be president. Playing Zelda today, I see. You should have found levels 8 and 9 by now. Oh, I'm just messing around. I know where they are. I can't find them. I bet you've forgotten where they are. You think you're so smart. Are you kidding? Level 8 is hidden in the second screen up, third from the right, under the tree in the path. Ah, I didn't check that tree. Level 9 is under a rock in the sixth screen from the left on the top. Use the map on page 35-6 of this magazine. I should have looked there. Anything else I can help you with? Yes, no. I already knew where they were. I could have found them on my own. Thanks for stopping by. See you next issue. He's not so smart. So we go from Counselor's Corner to classified information. This is where you start getting like the cheats and whatnot, I guess. So this is the one that really interested me. You can play without the goalie in Nintendo Ice Hockey. Put in this command when the title screen appears. Push the start button while holding down the A and B buttons of controller 1 and 2. Oh damn it, I'd have to plug in another controller. Maybe I won't do that. And yeah, you play with the... Why are my volume options popping up? It's this command when the team appears. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Put in the same command when you're on the team select and it turns into a never-ending slide. Interesting. You can play with no goalies. Super speed puck. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And Contra, this is the infamous Konami code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. BA start, yeah. This is kind of embarrassing, but it's hard for me to remember the Konami code. Only because like I get it mixed up with the Shining Force 2 code, which is up, up, down, down, left, right, up, right, down, left, up, B? I think so. So up, up, down, down, left, right. Wait. Yeah, left, right. BA start. Yeah. I had to look up the Konami code every time. Gunsmoke. Where does it get you? Oh, this is to enable rapid fire and Gunsmoke. I've probably used that before. Rad Racer, I haven't really played much of this. Athena, who wants to play Athena? You find a mushroom, jump on top of it and squat down. And then you get a power boost. The ultimate strength. Nothing to be afraid of except for the game itself. Because it's really bad. It's a really bad port of an already not great game. Wait, really? There's a... So wait. Hey, for a hot race, start your game by choosing your car and get a demonstration screen. Next, increase the tachometer reading by pressing the B button. If you press the start button while also pushing an upper right D-pad button, I guess, pushing up and right into the control pad, push of the B button increases the indicator by 2. The first 1 and 2 means course 1, the next 4 numbers mean course 2. Okay? If next 4 numbers mean course 2, wait. If you set the indicator to maximum 16, you can choose from course 8. This way you can choose any course that you want to start from. The final scene has a surprise of its own. Use the tachometer trick to see it. Really. If you push the B button at least 60 times in those areas, like you can see the final scene. Huh. Oh yeah, another world circuit. I forget what this is about. Is this basically second quest? Are you looking to pick up a fight? Enter the pass key and commands above, and you'll discover another world circuit. You wind up in a whole new ring and earn your title all over again. Can Little Mac take this all a punishment? If may be difficult to see, but on the top left-hand portion of the screen, it says Another World Circuit. It's not really hard to see. Your first opponent is King Hippo. Okay, so it's basically like a second quest. Kinda. Arkanoid, stage select, and continues. Nothing really to see here. Although I do like Arkanoid. Arkanoid's fun. So even if you get down to your score turns to 0, you can still keep playing from the previous game. Hooray. Ring King, Endless Energy. Ninja Kid, what was it? What's this game called? I'm sure this game was called something else in Japan. Ninja Kid. Ring King, we get the picture right here. Like, can you see what's going on here? Like, I'm not even sure what they're trying to, like, convey here. Really? That was good timing for that, though. Oh god, Deadly Towers music. I know that tune anywhere. Oh. Yeah, it's not like they're, like, behind them, like rubbing their shoulders or whatever, or give them a drink of water, or, like, wipe the sweat off them or anything. They're just... I mean, come on, what does it look like they're doing to you? So you put in the code, you get like a bunch of energy and stuff. Yeah. Xanac, we've played this before on this system, I think. When the first screen when Start shows up, you'll be tempted to do them in any way you can. However, if you're smart, what page are we on? 61? Ugh. We still have a ways to go. We're going to like start zipping through this. Good grief. You turn to a blue render if you manage this task, and defeat the blue render for a quick one-up. So what we have here is a guide for Double Dragon, and I need to way back. Okay, hour. Do it again. This was probably a bad idea. But I'm going to post and go through with it. If I try this again, and Jesus Christ, my computer is now so slow. Come on. Now things aren't loading on my computer. Great. It's been sitting here for so long. I really, really, really need a new computer. If I decide to try this again, I need to like really limit myself to like just 30 minutes just flipping through the magazine, just looking at stuff. So we'll try that approach now. Hey, look, it's Double Dragon. Everybody knows Double Dragon. By the way, is it just me? Or does a homeboy over here, is Billy or Jimmy? Billy, okay. Like, does this motherfucker not look like he's straight out of Hokuto no Ken or something? It's the same sort of style. I wonder if it's drawn by the same guy. But yeah, we have an 8-page spectacular here on Double Dragon, and you guys ever played Double Dragon 2-player? It's really weird. Like, we have the one-on-one versus mode, which is already kind of weird, because you both have to be the same character. It's odd. Like, these people are both being... I think, is that Chin? I think? Anyway, you can play against the CPU, or you play against a friend. But if you play 2-player on the base game, you take turns? There's no true 2-player in the normal mode. It's weird. Yeah, we got a bunch of moves over here. Punch, headbutt, elbow punch, kick, jump kick, low kick, half full kick, spin kick, over the shoulder throw, pin attack, uppercut, and yeah. Run throughs of the levels. This is always one of my favorite things to do in Double Dragon is when you fight all the dudes and you have to fight a Bobo, just kick them down onto the conveyor belt so that they fall off the edge. It's hilarious to me. And there's also right at this part here, you see the wall on the right? Like, it doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't actually like accomplish anything. But if you like walk onto it, it brings you up like an elevator, and then it just like drops you back down. It's really weird. Let's see. Anything special here? Find the boss in this spot. Everybody knows this one. So dude pops out of the metal door on the left. You just start climbing down the ladders immediately, because like, he'll stay in place as you climb down, and eventually you get to the point where he's off screen, and then you just win because he's technically not on the screen anymore, which obviously means he's dead. That's how the game's programmed, and yeah. Let's see. Mission 3 is pretty big. There's like a bunch of caves and shit. This jump on this bridge always fucked me up as a kid. Yeah, it seems like an easy jump, but like the thing is, to jump in the game, you have to hit both buttons at the same time, and that can sometimes get a little awkward. What music is this? Oh, it's Adventures in Magic Kingdom. I love this game, or at least I loved it as a kid. Fucking rock on. Anyway. Moving on, this one's nice and easy, not a whole lot of words. Is Mission 4 really the last level? But yeah, look at this Hokuto no Ken shit. Is that Joggy? Joggy with an undershirt on? Kinda. God, look at the hair on this boy. What the fuck happened to him? Oh man, the fold in the middle really brutalized this. Holy shit! Look at Valkyrie. Like half of her is gone. Well, shit. We'll go over the 4 heroes. Thor the warrior, big and strong, axe in his hand while mows on the toughest knight in one stroke. However, has a master any magic tricks. Yeah, he sucks with magic. Can he, like, does anything even happen if he uses magic? I forget. If it does, it's super weak. Thera the Valkyrie, she's like the all-rounder. Magnificent combatant with speed, strength, courage, and especially strong armor to protect her. Like, I think she takes the least amount of damage? Maybe? Merlin the Wizard. This guy's a whiz at magic. That's all he has, however, so don't try and put him in hand-to-hand combat. And then Questor, he's super fast. And, well, his aim is fine. It goes exactly where you want it to, but the problem is, like... okay. It goes exactly where he's pointing. But he's so fast it can be kind of hard to control, I guess. So I guess that's where the aim part comes in. So we got some of the beginning maps. Not all. Not by a long shot. Another game I never beat as a kid. Just a second. Sorry, just a quick cough. Another game I never beat as a kid. This game has... Does it actually have 100 rooms, or is there like some that don't really count? Because like there are 100 maps, but whatever. I'm being like picky here. I do know that you have to pick up a number of codes along the way. And is it going to show it here? No, it doesn't. Really, a 4-page thing on Gauntlet, and all it shows is like the first 4 maps out of 100? Alright. So the different buffs here. See, to me, I don't know how iconic of a game Gauntlet is. But to me, this first floor is so iconic. I saw this so many times just because, like, you start the game so many times trying to thinking, this is the time I beat it. This is when I'm going to beat this game, and it never happened. Treasure rooms. Grab as much treasure as possible, and then find the exit. If you don't find the exit in time, you leave with nothing. You want to try to scoop up the keys if possible. Keys are super valuable in this. Contra. I suck at Contra. I never owned it as a kid. I did get to play it at friends' houses, and of course I played it plenty of times in more modern times. But moving on for this sport, okay. Wait a minute. Here's Zone 1. Oh, I guess infiltrate the alien bases too, but yeah. That's a pretty cool cover art. Like, come on. That's pretty awesome. What is this tune? Oh, California Games, okay. I wish I had a cool thing on screen that some streamers use where like it shows, hey, this is the music that's playing right now. I'm sure I could set it up if I really wanted to, but yeah. So Contra did this thing where is most of the time it was a side scroller with excellent controls, I might add. This game is really ahead of its time, all things considered. It has some sections where like you're kind of going through like a 3D sort of space. I don't like these parts so much. Especially since for just about everything, all you do is just like lay down and shoot. It's not really a challenge, it's more tedious than anything. You get this big ass waterfall to climb, and look at that chest burster looking thing. It's huge. Climb up this waterfall to fight the base itself, or the alien on top of the base, whatever it is. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Not much to say here. They're Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Have you watched Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy before? That's the game. Except Jeopardy can be a pain in the ass because it's very picky about how you spell things. So you better be spelling things correctly. It will, as far as I know, it does not allow any leeway for like misspellings. It won't tell you like close enough. I mean, the same is true for Wheel of Fortune, but I mean, you're only guessing one letter at a time, so it's fine. It works different. They're both fine. It's Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. What do you want? Oh, and Nestor's a dumbass. Who knew? Okay, we're getting there. So, this section, wait a minute. It says... Oh, these are... Okay, these are shorter books. I was saying, wait a minute, this isn't now playing section, but no, like, this is all the now playing section. The ones that get little, like, 2 or 4 page blurbs or whatever. And then we have little tiny versions of those. So at the time, games like Legendary Wings, Gunsmoke, and Iron Tank were new. I love Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke is... Whoops. But there's more on the next page. The smell of gunpowder seems to reach down every alley and into every building of a small mining town in the Old West. Outlaws run rampant, bustling up the town, robbing and stealing as they please. Billy Bob, is his name really Billy Bob? Stands alone and fearless, ready to face the worst bandits out there. At the general store, he can purchase what he needs to send these bad dudes on their final resting place on Boot Hill. Through a rain of rifle fire, gunshots, and dynamite blasts, he coolly aims to rid the town of the meanest desperados this side of the Great Divide. So, it's basically a shmup, the way it plays, with like an Old West theme to it. Like, your dude is always moving forward. I mean, you can move him to the left side of the street, the right side of the street, move him up and down, or wherever, but you're always moving. And you can't find the boss until you uncover the wanted poster in that level. And once you uncover the wanted poster, the end of the level won't loop anymore to the beginning of the stage, and instead you'll fight the boss. And then you can, after the boss, you can move on to the next area. You can buy better guns, like you could, like, same sort of styles like a gravity or something, like how you're improving your weapons or increasing your shot style. Shotgun gives you a spread shot. Machine gun just gives you rapid fire. Magnum is just really powerful shots. And I forget how the smart bomb works, but yeah. I forget what the bullets are. Are they a power increase? Because there's no actual ammo in this, as far as I know. The horse just makes it so you can move faster and lets you take an extra hit. And if you can't find the wanted poster, you can always just buy it. If you keep looping through and you just cannot find the damn poster, but you've accumulated a lot of points, aka dollars, you can just buy the wanted poster and get yourself out of there to fight the boss. Iron Tank, very fun game. I'm shit at it, but my dad rented it a long time ago. He was a big fan of it, and now I am too. Legendary Wings, never played it. Can't say much of that. Rambo, oh boy. Rambo. I think... Did this game come out first, or did Adventure of Link come out first? But anyway, Rambo is basically just Rambo flavored Adventure of Link. Even has like leveling up, I think. Kinda. Yeah, you're Rambo, but you're using a knife fighting like snakes like 90% of the game. It's Dragon Power is that awful Dragon Ball game. Like when it came stateside, like nobody knew what the hell Dragon Ball was, unless you were like a big otaku or whatever that was really into importing Japanese culture. Over in Japan, it was a horrible Dragon Ball game by the name of Shenron no Nazo, I think. Over here, they changed the names. I think, yeah, he's still called Goku, it looks like. But like they made him look more like a monkey instead of like, you know, Goku. They changed a bunch of characters' names. They did censoring things like that part where Bulma is supposed to trade her panties to Master Roshi for the Dragon Ball. She's trading sandwiches instead. Because why not? And I forget what they call her in this. Like everybody's name is different except for Goku. Everybody knows Bionic Commando. I'm very shit at it. I know Spets loves this game. Really cool, just bad at it. Metal Gear I have a lot of mixed feelings on. For its time, incredibly ambitious. It's a big game, a very big game. Lots of places to explore, lots of tools to use, but the game can be pretty janky at times. One of the worst parts about the game is having to like constantly swap through like 9 different key cards, or is it 8? Whatever. It's not like you can just use your top level key card for every door. Oh no. If it's a level 5 door and you have the level 8 key card equipped, fuck you. The level 8 card isn't going to work. You got to switch to the 5. And it doesn't tell you which one it is. So you could literally have all 8 keys, not realize that you're at a level 1 door, and try your level 8 key and just keep going all the way down until you finally reach the level 1 key. And it's like, okay, this is the one. I don't think there's a specific example quite like that, but you get what I mean. It's the demo for this game is really stupid too, or like, you know, the attract mode or whatever, because it has Snake like taking pot shots with a machine gun. Spoiler alert, that doesn't work. City Connection. This is Victory. You know, I'm gonna say City Connection for a second. Any better than the first game, I guess. It's Ikari Warriors. Star Force, I think this went by a different name in Japan. It's fine. I don't remember a whole lot about it. It's probably because I'm having a hard time thinking of what it was called over there, if not Star Force. Freedom Force, I've never played this, but it's apparently very interesting. It's like a mixed genre game. Am I thinking of the right one? The Unknown Guerrillas, an extremist group of terrorists, have taken over and occupied the airport. There are 3 ranks of these crazy maniacs, and you, the enforcer, must find a way to break through them and reclaim the airport. Playing as either Rad Rex or Manic Jackson. Both are very tough cookies who have firepower and the moves to make these grill nutcases move out. But be careful as you take aim. These extremists have taken hostages, and you don't want to hit these innocent victims with your zapper. Only the Unknown Guerrillas. Am I thinking of a different game? Whoops. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. There was like 3 different genres in one or something. But anyway, uh, yeah, I guess this is the U.S. only game because Japan didn't do a whole lot with the Zapper after their first 3 games. It was just kind of a passing fad for them, but the light gun was super popular in the States. So we kept making games, and they sold well, as far as I know. City Connection. Folks have probably seen this game before. It's your goal is, okay, do you see the floors, right? And how there's like white lines dividing the blue blocks? Well, the goal on each level is to drive over each of those blue blocks so they turn white. They don't turn back if you drive over them again. It's just that, you know, it's the same as like collecting all the pellets or something like that, basically. That's not really the interesting part. The interesting part is that in this game, you're just playing like a dude. Like, this is the dude you're playing. In the original Japanese version, you're playing a 15-year-old girl who's cruising for dudes. I swear I'm not making that up. It's so weird. Like, what? Japan is so weird. Oh, Pack Watch. And we're getting closer to the end. Oh, boy. So these are the games that people were talking about at the time. Like, games that we were probably going to see at some point. And let's see how many of these games were good. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. No. Chesterfield. I don't know that one. Terra Cresta. Is that the one that Zappa had me play? If so, I like that one. Golgo 13 is cool. A little odd, but it's cool. The Japanese version actually has a sex scene in it, apparently. I haven't looked it up. Or if it's not like it might not be full on, but like it's like super implied apparently. Like it's one of those it's probably one of those Tecmo Theater deals or whatever. I don't know, but yeah. 1943, that game's cool. Zelda 2. It's mostly competently made. You either, I don't know how many people are kind of in the middle about. Well, I'll just say I don't know how many people are actually in the middle of it, but about it. But I kind of am. It's pretty well made, brutally hard, but pretty well made. But it's not what I wanted from a Zelda game. Like, I love the original Zelda so much, and then when I got to see Zelda 2, 'cause I didn't own it when it was big. When I got my second NES down the road for a birthday present, that's when I finally got a copy of Zelda 2, and I wasn't really impressed at the time. Playing it these days, maybe I have a little more respect for it just because I do appreciate that it does feel like an adventure, but the grinding sucks. Okay, Jackal, fun game. Spence is a big fan too. World Games, I've never played that one either. And oh, it's Popeye. I thought one of the Donkey Kong things was sounding really weird for a second. I haven't played World Games, couldn't tell you. RoboCop, the NES version, it's fine. Arcade's better, but it's fine. Blaster Master, great game. It's only in fairly recent years that I've actually gotten to play the original NES version. And it's good. But if you get the chance, I would highly recommend Blaster Master Zero, which is like the first game. The first Zero is a reimagining of the first Blaster Master. And then the 2 games after that are like its own thing following this newer sort of story. I recommend the original Sunsoft version, and I recommend Zero. They're both great. This has excellent music. Excellent. It wasn't Metroid before Metroid, but it was like the first. It was one of the first examples of a Metroid-like, a Metroidvania, if you will. Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. Never played it. It's by SNK. Still never heard of it. Xenophobe. I kind of like Xenophobe. it's not great, but it's you've probably seen it before. It's that split screen game, and up to two players can go through a ship looking for the stuff they need to. I think it's escape. I don't think they have to kill the xenophobe, but they're not the xenophobes or the xenomorphs from Aliens, but they have at least some resemblance. It's a fun game. I like it. Empire City, 1931. I have no idea. Never heard of it. Platoon, if I remember correctly, this is not very good. Like, the music is good, I think. Oh, wait, wasn't the music good? I don't remember. It's Sunsoft. You would think the music's good, but I want to say that also for a while that Sunsoft was kind of eh. But as far as I remember, Platoon, not good. Marble Madness is a lot shorter than I thought. There's only like 4 levels or something like that. And it got a whole cart release. Fucking nuts. Simon's Quest. Same boat as Zelda 2, in my opinion. I don't like it. I appreciate that it tries to be an adventure, but it's so obscure at points. Some of the NPCs actively lie to you. It feels like a Castlevania game. It plays well. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't like how the game's structured. It's not this horrible travesty that like. It's like Zelda. It's not a horrible travesty like the old trope used to go for them, but I'm not keen on it. Sorry. Now, Life Force. This is the best shmup on the NES. At least pure shmup. My favorite game on the NES is Guardian Legend, but in terms of just being a pure shooter, Life Force is better. It handles the format better. Guardian Legend's shmup sections are amazing, but Life Force is better. I have beaten the game without the Konami code. It's very hard and it took me many tries, but I did it. California Games. Depending on the version you play, California Games is alright. I can't recall if the NES version was any good. Okay, I have to pause here because if you remember, like, well over an hour ago, I talked about a registration card being filled out in here. Yeah. We're there. Be right back. Okay. And we're back. So, we're near the end here. We're talking about different things coming out, new events. Check out this Vindicator's arcade cabinet. It's kind of cool. It's got 2 little, like, dual grip controllers. I've never seen a Vindicator's machine before. And that looks pretty sweet to me. I'd want to play that. On NES, it's fine. I remember having fun with it. It was released by Tengen. And the game itself looks fine, but I really want to play with the controllers. That looks really cool. Let's see. We got player guide. I know I'm skipping the one on the left-hand side, but there's a reason for that in just a second. It's more important than the others. Yeah, player guides, tips and tactics coming out. People that were great Top Gun players. Let's see. 4 finalists lost their Mighty F-14 fighters in battle for the coveted Top Gun title in the finale of Konami's Top Gun video game shootout contest. When the dust cleared, judges tied up the scores and awarded Devil White of Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Top Gun title and first place prize of $5,000. And here's a picture of everybody that is it everybody that competed? No, I think it's just the kids that competed and. Yeah, okay. So this. World news. Everybody knows this story, but this is the story of Dragon Quest III shutting down the country of Japan. We'll go ahead and read the article real quick. Dragon Quest III, the RPG released in February, is the talk of Japan today. Players from all over the country are so crazy about this game that a representative of its career Enix proclaims, we expect total sales of 5 million, which was fucking huge back then. Ninjas and kung fu masters are no longer heroes to Japanese players since they are now being replaced by warriors and sorcerers who bravely confront dragons with their swords and shields. There's the Akira Toriyama art. A story players can relate to, graphics of fine quality, great sounds, programming techniques capable of combining these into one single game. These are the secret ingredients that make this a masterpiece among games. That's true. A fun fact, I've only played a little bit. It is rather odd to find American-born sword and magic games making one great hit after another in the eastern country Japan. Anyway, it'll be quite interesting to see the reaction of the US market once this is converted into an NES game. I can't remember how well it did in the States. But yeah, these are the kind of lines that you saw in Japan on release day. Like, there were businesses that had to shut down for the game and schools that closed down because, like, everybody played hooky so they could go get their copy of Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 became such well, not even cult classics, that's the wrong word. It became such, it developed such a big following that everybody was just super looking forward to Dragon Quest 3. And they actually made a sort of pseudo holiday after that. Like, anytime a Dragon Quest game is released, like, they don't shut down the country, but they do, like, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to allow time to go get your copy or whatever. It's pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy story. Oh God, the movies. Okay, so the movie's coming out at this time. Vibes, Pee-wee's Big Top, which I've seen, but it's a very long time. 8 Men Out, I've never seen it. It's that baseball movie with Charlie Sheen in it. Who else does it have? Let's see. It has Charlie Sheen, John Cusack, D.B. Sweeney, and Christopher Lloyd. Why do I not remember this movie? With people like that in it, you would think I'd remember it. But I don't. But hey, there's Pee-wee. Ah! I can't do Pee-wee, especially with this voice. But hey, everybody, it's Kirk Cameron, the guy that makes really shitty religious movies now. Fun fact, did you know that DJ, the girl on the left from Full House, that's his sister? I didn't know that. At this time, he was 17, she was 12. I did not know they were siblings. I don't know if I'm just a dumb shit or what. Yeah, they talk about movies coming out. They got a celebrity profile here for, you know, for Kirk and Candace Cameron. What are Candace up to these days? I think she was on was she on the Full House reboot, Fuller House? Whatever. The mailbox. Oh boy. How much more do we have? I think. Okay, we're almost done. Oh man, some of these are. You know, I just want you to take a moment to just like pause, read some of these letters, and yeah. I'm trying to think of the one I liked the most. Oh, the one that made me got to think. I was this one. This was called Go Grandma. Our grandson, Chad McElroy, 7 years old, received a Nintendo system and games from Santa this year. They were visiting our farm, and therefore we got a good preview of this game. He decided to leave his NES at the farm for the time being, and so each Friday he and I have been playing. We have played Super Mario Bros., 1942, Commando, and Kung Fu. But while Chad is home, I am left with the NES. I have been practicing, and I think that he will be surprised that I am getting very close to at least seeing the hostages before I bite the dust in Commando. That's not very far. Chad decided to take the NES home so that he and his friends could play. I told my husband that we must get another system for Chad when he comes to the farm on Fridays. After searching the Dallas area, I finally found one. I have it installed, and now we have it at one at the farm and one in the city. The city must be somewhat boring to you, but considering that Chad is 7 and I am 55, it shows your market potential. June Mayfield, Dallas, Texas. Thanks for writing. We think you're right. The NES was fun for kids of all ages. We wish we heard from more players in your age group. We know you're out there. I hope I'm 55 years old and I'm playing Commando and still sucking at it. But it got me to thinking. This is from 1988. This is literally 35 years ago. 35 and a half years ago. It's 2024. If this lady is still around, she's what, 90? If she's still around. It's just, I don't know, it's just got me thinking, like, she probably passed some time ago, but she's still around. She's 90. That's crazy to me. But anyway. Okay. The high scores section. Some of these feel like real bullshit, but apparently to get posted, like, okay, for example, let's look at these for Kid Icarus. Really, this many people got 7 9s? Really? The same for Karate Kid, Super Mario Bros. All these, well, nearly 7 9s. I guess 950 is the limit. Like some of these look realistic, like okay, 114,000, you know, 782,000, sure. Anytime I see those like maxed out numbers, I'm like, are you fucking serious? Commando, that many 9s, bullshit. No way. And Castlevania, how do you get that much? Balloon Fight, fuck you, you're a liar. But here's the thing. We need evidence of your great achievement. So be sure to capture on film. For best results, use a 35mm camera. Basically, they want you to take a few shots, and then you can send it in. Like, it wasn't enough to just say, yeah, I did it, and provide no evidence. You had to show it on your screen that you got it. Now you couldn't screenshot with, like, a computer or whatever, so you had to actually get, like, film and, like, take the picture. I still call horseshit, but apparently they have proof. What is this song? Oh, it's Beetlejuice. The game sucks. It's awful. Yeah, the games they got 1942, Arkanoid, Balloon Fight, God damn it, Castlevania, Commando, Contra, etc., etc., etc. Donkey Kong, 150,000 points. I could probably do that if I tried. Because they don't have points for Excite Bike. How could they? But they do have times. Only one person submitted for track 2. Dude, you know what this is? This is like recorded speed runs. Huh. That's cool. That's a little different. They have different scores for golf too. They show 20 under par with 52 strokes. I guess the typical course is 72 strokes. Or that would be considered par. See, for an 18-hole course, 52 strokes. I mean, that's 18. That's no less than 3 shots per. Wait, no, I'm thinking about this wrong. No, I'm a dumb shit. Wait, am I? I mean, yes, but it's a little under 3 shots a hole. So you get 3 shots for every hole except for 2 of them, where you get 2. Or, well, not necessarily. Whatever. You get the idea. Any other interesting scores? Not really. But yeah, those I'm not sure how long they did high scores in Nintendo Power, but it was quite a while. Here, this is... yes, we're almost done. So this is where where a bunch of nerds talk about, hey, we started the cool Nintendo Club. Our club is called the NES Masters. We know right off who our power player is. His name is Ace Ebb. He races Nintendo all the time, telling them his accomplishments on games. His hobbies are playing Nintendo games, period. He has no pets, except he plays Nintendo all day. He beat Metroid in 3 days, Tyson in 5, saved Zelda in 5, and finished Super Mario Bros. In 5. This kid's bullshit. No way you beat Zelda in 5 days, but it took you 5 days to also beat Super Mario Bros. Like, and Metroid really, did you have a guide or something? Come on. I refuse to believe it took you longer to beat Super Mario Bros. Than Metroid or Zelda. Maybe if you didn't have a map in Zelda? The Tyson one just makes me feel like a shit because I suck. Is it, of the many people in our Nintendo playing group, I chose Mike Welch. What? Oh, a lot of people talking about Tyson. Well, these players are running to tell us about their video game prowess. What the shit? Oh, this guy's talking about a power play. Oh, okay. Okay. This is just a really long-winded thing about, hey, there's this guy we know. They gave him a whole fucking page. This guy's drawing diagrams and shit. They even got a little interview for him. How you knock down Mike Tyson even once? Well, Mike likes to get in close and let you have it. Dodge right and then left. If you dodge them both, show him what a 1-2 punch can do. Then Mike's mad. He's big mad. Just dodge the best you can and smack him with a star punch. And down he goes. I'm Metroid. How do you deal with the low energy crisis? Yeah, you get the idea. And the top 30 at the time. What is your favorite game rank? Here's the combined versions of the players' top 30. Zelda's number 1. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and then Metroid number 3. We got Super Mario Bros., Kid Icarus, RC Pro Am, Ice Hockey, Red Racer, Top Gun, Double Dribble. Note that Mario 2 is not on here, so it wasn't out quite yet, or at least it wasn't out in time for this poll. Pro Wrestling was still on the list, Castlevania, Goonies, Kung Fu, etc., etc., etc. The original Mario Brothers is still on the list. But you also have to take note that this is at a time when there was, like, around 100 games on the NES, the American NES. So there weren't quite as many choices yet at this point. So that's why you can see some fairly old games on here, like Mario Bros. There is no Donkey Kong. No Popeye, good for them. Although speaking of Popeye, they have 3 different top 30s now for players, pros, and dealers. Like, I guess dealers is like the games they like to sell, or the ones they think sell well. Probably the ones that they can convince parents to buy or whatever. And why do I say that? Because this is the only time in this entire issue that Popeye is mentioned. It's at the very bottom of their list, but Popeye is there. I mean, don't get me wrong, Popeye's not a good game, but I have a soft spot for it. Like, I could play Popeye. I would have some fun with it, but it's not a good game. It's really not. Like, of the 3 Famicom launch titles of Donkey Kong Jr., and Popeye, Popeye is clearly the weak link. Clearly. Watch out for 5th ranked Wizards and Warriors. Oh yeah? I mean, I think it's a fun game. Kind of bullshit sometimes, but yeah. So apparently, a very well selling game was RC Pro Am, I guess. Zelda and Punch Out did very well on both lists. The player's choice, Tyson beats Zelda, but the pros? Question mark. I'm not sure what that's about. Are they talking about like the people that work at Nintendo Power? I don't know. Zelda's and Metroid are better than that, etc., etc. Man, regular players aren't feeling RC Pro Am apparently. It's big with these 2, but not with normal people. Kung Fu is that high. Man, I like Kung Fu, but really? Ring King, seriously? Tiger Healy, I like that game. Not very good, but I like it. Pro Wrestling. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, Raid on Bungling Bay, really? Alright. Oh, bro. I'm sad. I think I'm sad. I gotta check the last one here. Oh, you fuckers! There's no balloon fight. What a bunch of terrible people. These guys don't know quality gaming. Boo. But yeah, coming up next time, if we do another issue of this, which I'll talk about that in a sec. Simon's Quest, Bayou Billy, and Bionic Commando. And here's our subscription card. This one's not for us, so that's okay. You guys remember these in magazines? Do they still do these? Probably not. I want to subscribe at the introductory rate of $15, which wasn't bad. You would get 6 issues, and they're normally $3.50 each, so $21, and you save $6. It's like nothing these days, but you know. Oh, you get a Nintendo Insider's Calendar. I never actually had a subscription to Nintendo Power. Or wait, no, I did, but it was like in its like last year's. Like anytime I wanted Nintendo Power, if I was at a supermarket, I would just ask my mom for one. And I'd usually get it since it wasn't too expensive. And it would shut me up for a while. And this back cover has seen better days. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You guys know what I'm looking for. Well, good news. There's 10-yard fight in pro wrestling. Bad news. Where the fuck is Balloon Fight? God damn it. Okay. So, that was the July-August 88 issue of Nintendo Power. Good grief, that took almost 2 hours. Oh my god. If I do this again, I almost hope that people didn't like it. But if you folks actually did like it, I gotta find a way to cut this down. That took way too long. I took way too long explaining things. I should not have done that. oh dear. But anyway, did you guys enjoy it? Did you have fun? I hope this wasn't for nothing and like 2 people watch it. That would be like pretty disappointing. But it just means I won't ever do it again. But now as to what we're going to play. What are going to be the 6 games we highlight this week? Well, we have to highlight Mario 2. Right? That's the cover one. Considering how much coverage it got, really? They use that song for Russian Attack? Nice, Star Tropics 2. Nice. Where was I? Oh yeah, right. See, so Super Mario Bros. 2. The cover thing we should probably do last. Or should we do it first? Maybe I'll think about it. It'll be first or last. I don't think I'm gonna show Zelda. I don't think. We should do a baseball game. It'll probably be RBI. Probably. I feel we should do Double Dragon. I kind of want to add either Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy, because that's probably the only chance we're ever going to have to add those. Probably, I might do Wheel of Fortune. Or we could just say screw it to that. Let's see, what else? What else was kind of featured somewhat heavily? God, as much talk about Punch-Out as there was. I kind of wanted to do Gunsmoke, but it wasn't like heavily talked about. Do I feel like hooking up a second controller? I really don't. I guess we could try. We could try Punch Out and try the Another World circuit. None of this is set in stone, by the way. I'm gonna think it over myself. I'm just kind of thinking out loud while you guys are here. Ring King. That might be the only chance we get to play that. Gunsmoke is talked about twice. Wait a minute. I could cheat on Gunsmoke. God, Dragon Power. I almost want to show that off. Like, I don't want to give a video short a spot necessarily, but man, showing off Dragon Power. Do any of the does anything on Pack Watch actually stand out? Hang on. Okay, should we maybe add something from the high score section, see if maybe we can beat something? What looks doable? Donkey Kong, maybe? That's a long PlayStation of Donkey Kong. Pinball? I wouldn't mind playing pinball. Yeah, I feel like every time we do this, if there's a high scores section, we should try and beat one of them. So, from where I'm standing, which games would I be willing to try? I'd be willing to try pinball. To try and win with that. Jaws, I think I could do. Honestly. We played Jaws fairly recently, so... except I don't think I'm good enough to, but I could try. Arkanoid was shut off earlier. Be a good chance to, well, not double dip, but do something that was mentioned twice in the thing. Okay, I'll have to decide between Arkanoid, Donkey Kong, and Pinball. I guess for our high score session. Okay, pause again. Okay, looking at this again, I guess we have some sort of idea. One of the high score things, maybe Gunsmoke. And we'll try it with the cheat code. Just because I want to show off Gunsmoke and it's fun. Double Dragon, Mario 2, RBI, and maybe Wheel of Fortune. That's 6 right there. We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to decide on it. I hate leaving out Zelda. It gets a pretty big section. But I mean, like, how much Zelda can I really show in a fairly short amount of time? Like, unless I did something like... start 2 different files and then show the first dungeon in each. In the first quest and show the first dungeon in the second quest? And I don't know about that. I love Zelda. God, I don't want to leave it out. I'll have to think about it, but right now I'm leaning no. And we'll go with the ones I mentioned, probably. But anyway, that's it for me. I want to thank everybody for sticking around for these 2 hours if you actually did. If you didn't, well, you're not hearing this, but I don't blame you. This went on way longer than I expected it to. I was expecting like an hour. I need to get that down to like a half hour, 45 minutes. Like seriously, I took way too long. Just like I am now. Anyway, thank you guys again, and hope you look forward to the next 6 days. Later.